So anyway, so me and Damon was in the van. We was talking. Things weren't really working out. Like, people weren't working at our pace of how we were trying to record. You know, we were going on and on. I know what I wanted to do. He know what he wanted to do. And then we said, hey, why don't we do something together?
Because it got to a point where folks wasn't letting us get tracks. Folks wasn't really trying to let us record or none of that stuff like that. So we got together and just said, let's just do it, man. We're gonna do it, let's just go all in. So you talk about, you know, money from working here at IHOP, doing doubles, coming home to record. Pull the bar, raise the bar.
Raise the bar, man.
Yeah, they got to step up their game now because we're doing it real big over here.
Never complain. I definitely will give him that. Never complain, even if he was tired. I might could see it, but he never really showed it. Just such a great experience working with such a creative person. And I'm telling you, Atlanta is getting ready to get a treat when he gets down there to do his thing, because I mean, the guy eats, sleeps, and breathes music. And I remember in another episode I said, man, you know, music was his life and everything else was a hobby.
Once we built the studio, we were working every day, producing, writing, and recording. Producing, writing, and recording. That's all we did every single day. We had a lot of people come through. We had A&Rs coming through. We had other songwriters coming through, producers all coming through trying to see what we were doing. We were the Hyattsville, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Babyface, L.A. Reid. We was doing it like that. We was getting the music done, and everybody wanted to find out what was going on. Beat Life. One thing that I can say about the Beat Life experience that I gained was, this was where I crafted being able to be in the space, you know, when you're recording, the emotional space, how to be in there at all times. I think the fact that we were recording every day, we were just practicing and practicing and practicing. This week, I just been doing a lot of grinding, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get ready for these shows, setting up these shows, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be like James Brown, man. James Brown was a pioneer, not only as a performer, not only as a showman, but as a businessman, and setting up his own shows and really having control over his own shows. If you ask me, you know, what was different from this Beat Life experience from all the other experiences that I had with producers and different production companies and different situations, the Beat Life experience is where I crafted, you know, being able to, the emotional portion of recording. I remember us lighting candles. We did everything that we had to do to be able to get in the mood every single day. When you're recording every day, sometimes it can be hard. It becomes more like a job. But the thing that I feel like we worked on the most was how to be in that right emotional state, how to set the stage to really perform the song correctly. You know, so that's one of the greatest experiences that I learned from my time with Damo and us working in the studio tirelessly. Also, you know, working with the equipment, you know what I'm saying, that was the first time I had access to the equipment where everything was set up for me to be able to use, to produce, to write, as well as him. And we'd be making beats all day long. All day long. If you came in, the beats was flowing. And that was the one thing that made everybody gravitate to it. And that was the one thing that made us what we were, Beat Life. One of the best things about working with Damo and the Beat Life experience was that we were like a team. You know, we could vocal produce, we could write, and a lot of times we switch roles and we would go even outside of our studio to work with different artists. And, you know, being that we were young, a lot of times people were kind of like, you know, be like, do these guys really know what we're doing? But, you know, the music spoke for itself. And I remember one time I was sitting in the studio and I was vocal producing this guy on the song, and he just kept asking me, you know, about the notes. He was singing the wrong notes. I was trying to give him the pitch, you know, and he just kept saying, I mean, you know, I feel like this is the right note. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the crazy thing was that he was drinking a Slurpee while he was in the booth. I had never seen anybody drink a Slurpee while recording and the guy was drinking a Slurpee, and then he started to sing, oh, you know, started going up hitting the high notes. And I remember Damon said, well, I guess he showed you, huh? So that was a crazy experience of just being in the studio and working. And you know, I wish that we had social media like we do now, so that people could have seen all the work that we were putting in, and I'm sure that it would have been even bigger than it was. So, you know, doing all the work, producing and working on the album complete, we had to build up, we had a show opportunity to go to New York and perform. I was able to take a few dancers that I was working with when I was rehearsing and dancing, and we took probably about 4 or 5, actually probably about 6 dancers. We got a van, rolled up, me, Damo, and the dancers, went out there to perform. One of the greatest things about creating music is that you get to see people's reaction to your music. When we went to New York, you know, I got to see, we were in a small little club, but the music was loud, the bass was pumping, and when my drums came on, it was like I saw people's reaction. They was bouncing, they was dancing, and I loved it. It was beautiful. It was one of the best experiences as far as performance-wise of the music that we were creating. So I remember every Monday, there was this little spot down U Street that I used to go to. Sometimes I drive down there from here, sometimes I catch a train. It was called the Bar 9. And a lot of artists would come through, from the Raheem Devon, my man Soul used to be in there every Monday. I was there every day. I used to always make sure that I was there early so I could put my name on the list, so I could be in the spot that I wanted to be in. So now I'm gonna take you to my old job that I used to grind at. I'd grind 6 to 2, get off of work, and immediately go down to the studio and be recording till maybe about 3, 4 in the morning. Wake up, go back to work at 6, work 6 to 2, do the same thing over and over every day. And I work 7 days a week, and I grind in the studio 7 days a week. So it was going on forever and ever. But we're gonna go. Come with me.
I've been waiting for this moment. It's finally come. So give me your trust. Baby, relax your mind, and I will satisfy you. What I came to do is trust you, love you, kiss you, all over your body, baby. So baby, come close to me, right where you should be. I just want your sex in me.
Nobody sees you when you're working. Nobody sees you when you're up all night in the studio. Nobody sees you when you perform night after night, pouring your heart out. Nobody sees you when you can't eat, can't sleep, because of the music in your head. Nobody sees you.
Money but missing your face. So petty while we break up. Now I'm wishing that we made up. Priceless how we take her. I'm wishing that I called you. I went in my music and never came down. And you were so ready but I had some doubts. So young and dumb, my honey bun. And now we're done. I'm wishing that I called you. I'm wishing that I called you. I'm wishing that I called you. I'm wishing that I'm wishing that I called you. I miss how we kiss, how we never could leave. I wish we exist, not a memory. So petty while we break up. Now I'm wishing that we made up. Priceless while you take her. I'm wishing that I called you. I'm winning my music and never came down, no. And you were so ready, but I had some doubts. So young and dumb, break up. Now I'm wishing that we made